I am not a prolific hater, but I want to show you something that brings an actual tear to my eye of joy. This right here, looking at the Steam player counts for Multiversus, this right here makes me feel a kind of joy that is visceral to nearly only me. Reason being why it brings me so much joy to look at this actual abysmal chart right now. Now you're probably saying to yourself, well, it's not always that bad. No, it's been bad for a while. It's been really bad for a while. A peak of 4,000 in November, it's been really bad for quite some time. It's been horrible. The reason this brings me so much joy to my soul and my body and my bosom, it gets in my chest. The reason it brings me so much joy is because I still have not received the skins that I had paid for in the original time that Multiversus was in the beta. Now, a lot of people often tell me, well, Multiversus was in a beta, so it was supposed to have all the stuff. It was supposed to go offline. That's not true. That's not true for a lot of reasons. That's not true because they charged me money in the beta. I'm not sure how many betas you have played. I've played quite a mini beta. I've played betas of fighting games. I've played Rivals of Aether 2 beta. I have played Monster Hunter beta. I've played mini games in beta, and most betas that I play don't charge me money. And I can understand that it could be in a beta form, but they could have not unreleased the game. People got tired with the game, they got bored with it, and that naturally happens. Does it have a dedicated, strong, amazing, tight-knit community? That's great. And what the tight-knit community always tell me is the same things. The animations have so much care and dedication in them, that does not matter. The animations could have care and dedication in them, and it could still be complete garbage. As a matter of fact, let's look at one of my favorite franchises of all time. I love Demon Slayer. I think the animation of Demon Slayer is amazing, and that's why I watch it. The story, garbage. Story is actual garbage. The story makes no sense at all. I'm not going to get into why every single minutia of Demon Slayer doesn't make any sense. It's complete trash. But the animation... oh, the animation is godlike. Super basic story, easy for me to digest because I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I love watching things that are easy for me to digest. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, my tummy loves it so much. I love watching things that have variety. It makes me feel great. Multiversus, on the other hand, is a game that is not easy to digest. It is a game that is very complex. It is hard. It is a game that has the allure of characters. Let's take Super Smash Bros. For example, one of my favorite platform fighters, the epitome of platform fighters. One of the games that everybody plays, party game, super fun. One of the best things about Super Smash Bros. Is that when I go play with my niece or my nephew, we put items on, we put the specials on, and we have a fun time. It's super cool. I love it deeply. And we have all the characters unlocked. I play classic mode, so we just got all the characters unlocked. And we just played the game together and unlocked the characters together. As a family, as a unit. It's a fun family party game that can be turned competitive if you take the items off. Name me one item in Multiversus. None? Oh, you can't? Impressive. There are no items in Multiversus. I don't know why they decided to make this platform fighter without items. I don't know why they keep trying to make so many competitive platform fighters. Super Smash Bros. Did not start as a competitive game. It started as a fun party game with items that was silly, where you could play as all the characters from your favorite franchises on Nintendo 64. They had Samus, they had Link, they had Mario, Luigi, they had Pikachu, they had Kirby, they had Jigglypuff, they had Ness, they had Fox, they had a very small list of characters, Donkey Kong, and they had Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon didn't even have a fighting game. He just was there from a racing game. They just had a bunch of fun characters that you could play as, and a lot of recognizable faces. That's what really made it a very fun game to play. And you can unlock everything you wanted to in the game by simply playing the game. That's what made it unique and different. Later we got Super Smash Bros. Melee! Super Smash Bros. Melee was one of the greatest games of all time, but you can unlock everything in the game. And it was a party game first, but people had the game for so long, they turned it competitive. They turned the game super competitive. They made it tournament style. They made characters. There's a new technique called wave dashing, and we discovered this because we had the game for so long and no patches came out for the game. That's what happened. And because of the rise of Super Smash Bros. Melee, that caused Brawl, which was basically just a party game. Brawl is considered by a lot of Smash Bros. Players one of the worst Smash Bros. Games because it wasn't built for competitive. Smash Bros. Was always meant to be a party game. The competitive nature came way later. Nintendo did not care about the competitive. Super Smash Bros. 4, 3DS, and Wii U, that one got a bit more competitive. That was more geared toward the competitive scene. The current one is probably the best one for competitive and party games. It's a brisk combo of both of them because they finally listened to both fan bases. That took a lot of effort and time. However, throughout the failures of everything we discovered, throughout all the Smash Brothers, you know what happened? We learned nothing because Multiversus decided to 1, not put items, 2, charge for everything, 3, to annihilate everything that the game stood for. It didn't do anything good. When the game first came out, there was all these characters. All these characters where you could play as them Shaggy. You could play as Superman. They committed to the meme. Oh, it's a meme. Bugs Bunny. Oh, we're going to put Daffy Duck in the game too. They should have released this game with 80 characters. They should have released this game with 80 characters. Why 80 characters? The reason they should have released with 80 characters is because if you can pull from franchises like DC and Rick and Morty, you can pull from all these things like Tom and Jerry, Bugs Bunny, you can pull from all these different sources, and you choose to not pull from the most prolific sources, you are wasting our time. All you're doing with Multiversus is just wasting everybody's time and destroying and ruining it. I want to love this game so bad. They put Beetlejuice, we got Raven, we got Marceline, we got Finn and Jake, we got Bugs Bunny. But the novelty of crossovers has worn out. Back in the day, there were games. Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2 is one of my favorite games. Why was Soul Calibur 2 so fun for me? Soul Calibur 2 had a very specific gimmick. Depending on which system you bought it for, you could get Link, Heihachi Mishima, you could get all these different characters. Spawn was one of the characters you got on Xbox. Link was the character you got on GameCube. And it was prolific right at the top so you could see who you'd get. Heihachi Mishima. You would get these really specific characters. A very fun, diverse, cool roster of characters. And you got your special hidden character that you got for just buying and playing the game. And that was amazing. I loved it so much. So many characters you can unlock and play as. It felt great. That was one of the crossover games where the crossover felt like it mattered because it was just one specific crossover character. Then crossover games became more prolific. Every game has a crossover. You're not really a game fan doing a crossover bundle. Nicki Minaj is in Call of Duty. It's everywhere. So if you're going to make a cross-platform, a crossover game, a game that can be actively enjoyed by every variety, you can't release the game with all of 5 characters. 5 characters who you may not even like. Because if you're buying the game because you saw Beetlejuice is in the game, and you say, well, I just want to play because Beetlejuice is in the game, it's free to play. It's not free to play realistically. It's free to look at. It's free to get in there. Definitely you can play the game for free. Without a doubt, you can play the game for free. Oh yeah. Are you going to have fun? Probably not. Because you want to play as Superman. Maybe Wonder Woman's your favorite. Maybe the Joker's your favorite. Maybe Harley Quinn's your favorite. Maybe Batman's your favorite. Notice what I'm doing? I'm listing all the DC characters because most of the characters in the game are DC for some reason. When you have the ability to pull from Rick and Morty, Adventure Time, Cartoon Network, you could put Johnny Bravo. There's Samurai Jack in the game now. You could put Cartoon Network character. Where's Huckleberry Hound? Where's Huckleberry Hound? Why is he not in the game, huh? Why is Huckleberry Hound in the game? You could put Quick Draw McGraw. You could put Quick Draw McGraw. You could put Fred Flintstone and the Jetsons. You have the Powerpuff Girls, which is great, but you have so many characters that you could have put in. Can't play the Powerpuff Girls because I have to go through this extensive long list of doing all these intricate, fun, detailed little battles. They give such a minuscule amount of experience just for loading up and playing the game. Every single instance of this game has deeply, and I mean deeply, holistically disrespected my time. And that's the currency they care about the most. The only currency that deeply matters to a lot of companies and publications, especially advertisers, is how much time they can get out of you, how much they can siphon your life clock. And with Multiversus, they keep you on the game. They do these daily rewards, all these weekly missions, and all these events, and all these different currencies to waste your time so you're mitigating and trying to figure out what every single currency does. I will never, and I mean this with my whole chest, never touch this game again. I have given it too much of my time. I have given it insane patience to try my best to actively be a part of this community. I am met with people that keep having placebo, coping mechanisms, and nonsense. I am sick of it. I am deeply agitated dealing with this game. It makes me angry that I have to be a part of what it is. I don't make content on the game. I don't talk about it that much. I really don't. But the fact of the matter is that I wanted this game to be great. I really did. I wanted the game to be one of the greatest games to ever do it, but it has done nothing but disrespect me vehemently. There are ways to monetize your game if it's free to play and not have it be a disrespect to everything I stand for and a disrespect to everybody's time and patience and their effort upon being a part of your community experience. There are ways to do that, but the way that it is monetized and the way player first games, a lot of people say is Warner Brothers. No, it's player first games being disrespectful towards my patience and my sanity. I hate everything about Multiversus, and I don't enjoy it. And I hope that if they ever try this again, if they ever try this game that we were all excited for, that had all these characters, that was going to be the Smash Bros. Killer, I hope that they do better next time. I really do.